What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Busy Life Podcast. My name is Julie, and today the most important thing that you know is that I'm a certified personal trainer. So the information that I'm going to share with you today is coming from somebody who knows what they are talking about. Not only do I have the experience behind me of my own workout journey, but I've got the knowledge that I've gained from the National Academy of Sports Medicine, where I got my personal training certification. I got my women's fitness specialist certification. I got my nutrition coaching certification from them. So massive shout out to NASM. I really appreciate all the work that they provide for us and all the support that they give all their personal trainers, because it is their hard work is showing off, and it's really helped me become the personal trainer I am today. That is not an ad, but it's just a fact. I would use NASM again if I was starting over. But today, the reason I'm mentioning everything about working out and everything about being a personal trainer and why I'm telling you that I know what I'm talking about is because we are going to talk about the perfect workout. Now, a lot of you hear that and they're like, oh my God, I got to get a pen. I got to get a pencil. I got to write this down in my notes. So get everything ready, because I'm about to unpack the perfect workout for you. And I want you to know that it doesn't exist. The perfect workout for you doesn't exist. There is actually no such thing as the perfect workout. There isn't. Every day of your life looks different than the one before it, and different from the one before that, and different from the one before that. So there is no perfect workout that you should be doing every single day. In fact, the amount of information out there that tells you, no, this is what you should be doing, and this is what you should be doing, but no, this is what you should be doing. And then this person can argue and say, but this is what you should be doing. It's outrageous. There is so much information out there that should really be taken with a grain of salt. The perfect workout is the one that you enjoy. It's the one that you would want to do again. It's the one that puts you in a good mood. It's the one that made your day a little bit brighter, or that made you feel stronger than you were before, or the one that helped you clear your head after a long day. That's the perfect workout. And remembering that it's not going to look the same the next day, because maybe one day you're tired, but the next day you've got more energy. You can do more than what you did that previous day. Or the next day you're even more tired. So you know what? Maybe the perfect workout today looks like some stretches going into a nap. That's just the way it is. There is no one set perfect workout or perfect workout program or perfect place to do your workout. None of it. There's no such thing as perfect. So why would a perfect workout exist? I'll tell you why. Because we live in a world where social media is supposed to be the place that teaches us things. And even though it is, and it's the place that we can connect with, and it's a place that connects us to a lot of like-minded people, or a lot of people that are educated and do know what they're talking about, that's great. But it also connects us with a lot of people who don't know what they're talking about. A lot of people who do not have the certifications and did not go to school, or did not take the test, or did not do X, Y, and Z to get to be able to say the things that they're saying. It's true. We live in a world where anybody can say anything about you, or anything about anything that they want. And as long as you believe them or you know them, you're going to assume that they're right. I mean, honestly, that's why I always start every episode with my name, who I am, and what I am, because to me, I earned those titles and I am proud of those titles. And I worked my butt off for those titles. So to hear somebody talk about, oh, you know what, I'm selling a workout program and I'm doing this and I'm doing that, but I have no education on it. I just like it and it makes my butt look bigger. I mean, that's awesome. I'm all for people hustling, but at the same time, you got to be careful. I have said this in many episodes. My biggest fear is that people listen to the wrong information. And I know there's nothing I can do about that, because I'm sure there's times that I've heard the wrong thing too. But ultimately, when it comes down to your health, it comes down to your workout plan, it comes down to what you're eating every day, it comes down to things that are really about you taking care of you. I really, really highly, highly recommend that you are running everything by a professional, running it by somebody who knows what they're talking about, who does have the certifications, to say, yes, that is absolutely correct, or to say, absolutely not, do not even get near that. So, what we're going to do today is I'm going to debunk some myths. I'm going to talk about working out overall, and I'm going to explain to you how you can create your quote, quote, perfect workout. I know I just said it doesn't exist, but I'm going to help you find what's going to be the perfect or best workout for you each day. Let me remind you, there is no one set workout that you should be doing every single day of your life, because that is just not true. But if you listen to your body every day and you take this advice that I'm going to share with you, you will be able to say, okay, today I'm feeling blank. Here's what's going to be the best workout for me today. So let's get started with some of the basic facts, such as why should you even work out? Honestly, a lot of people hear working out and the first thing they think of is gym. You should go to the gym, you should lift some weights, you should do some bicep curls, you should squat, you should deadlift, you should run on the treadmill. No, you can do all those things, but that's not why you should work out. You should not work out because you should be doing bicep curls. Those are things you could be doing. And you should not work out because somebody else told you that you need to. You should be working out because working out does so much for you, way more than physically. It can improve your brain health. It can help you manage your weight, but you know what? Not everybody wants to lose weight. There's a lot of people that want to gain weight. They want to gain muscle mass. Maybe they've always felt so small their entire lives. I had a friend who told me that he loved that I talked a lot about gut health recently. And he was like, you know what? The really sad thing is, I don't want to take care of my gut health because when I am a little bit bloated, I actually fit into my pants better. And I'm just so tired of being so skinny. So you do not know what people are going through. And weight management can mean so many different things. So don't assume that because somebody's at the gym or that somebody's working out that they're trying to lose weight. Maybe they're trying to reduce their risk for disease. Working out significantly minimizes your risk for disease. There are tons of articles on it, but there's especially a lot of articles at the Center for Disease Control and Prevention. The benefits of physical activity, it's right there. The amount of times that I truly believe that working out has helped me stay healthy is unmatched. So if you're not doing it to lose weight or you're not doing it to manage your weight, let this be a reason too. I know a lot of people get scared too that certain diseases run in their family, and I know there isn't a perfect way to make sure that we don't have those diseases. I understand that. But if you can do something for yourself every day to try to minimize that risk, it should be working out. The other thing it does is it strengthens your bones and your muscles, and it improves your ability to do everyday activities. Walking, you walk everywhere. Whether you walk from your front door to your mailbox or from your front door to your job, it does not matter. You are walking. It is so crucial that you make sure that you get up and you walk and you move around so that way, as you get older, because we all will, as we get older, things are going to start to hurt. Things are going to start to get tight, but we can minimize this if we start working out younger, sooner, and faster. If you are quote, quote, older and you're listening to this, do not think that it is too late. Please do not think so. The best time you can start working out is now, literally right now. Take this podcast with you, put your AirPods on, put your headphones on, and go for a walk. I will preach that until the day I die. Walking is the best way that you can quickly implement exercise. Now, did I say it's the perfect workout? No, because we all have different goals. We have different things we want to achieve in life. But if there is the whole mindset of, I don't have time, throw in a walk. You don't need any equipment. You don't need a special gym for it. Walk. It is the one everyday skill that all of us have the blessing to be able to do if we can, and should be utilizing it. Squats. A lot of people think of squats and they're like, oh my God. Either you do it because you want a big butt, you do it because you're working on your posterior chain, whatever the reason is, squats are important. It's important to make sure that you are learning how to get up and to sit down. Sit squats are actually my favorite to introduce my clients to because I have them hold dumbbells by their side. I have them sitting in a chair, and then I have them stand up and sit down and stand up and sit down. Then we'll progress to the dumbbells on their shoulder. So now we're adding the weight a little bit differently. Same thing, stand up, sit down, stand up, sit down. Then we add a barbell, and now we're working on our balance. The proper trainer will know exactly how to make your body function better. Yes, they'll help you achieve your weight goals, whatever those may be. And yes, overall doing this will reduce the risk of disease and improve your brain health, but it's going to help you live a better life. Something we all have, well, most of us probably have, stairs. Going up and down stairs can be exhausting. I live in a condo currently, and my condo has stairs just to get to the front door, a full set of stairs. So you can best believe that after I do leg day, I do not want to do those stairs, but I do it because then I got another set of stairs to go to my bedroom. Stairs are a everyday part of life. Do you need to be on the Stairmaster every day for 30 minutes? No. But if you want to, you can. But do you need to? No. You know what else you can do? Weighted step ups. Same thing. Grab that chair, grab a bench, grab some dumbbells, and practice standing up and stepping down, and stepping up and stepping down, alternating each leg. There again is our balance and our improved ability to do everyday activities. Working out is so much more than losing weight. I mean, it really is about that. And I think it gets very frustrating because a lot of people think like, well, it's really not that important. I'm young, I'm healthy, I'm in high school, I'm this, I'm that. I don't care what your excuse is. If you are blessed enough to be listening to this podcast right now, you are blessed enough to work out, and you are blessed enough to try something, because that means that you're alive. And no matter what your circumstances are, whether you have a physical disability or you're in a wheelchair or you are ill or something is broken. I mean, I just want you to try. I want you to take the episode from my last podcast, meet yourself where you're at, and don't listen to what social media says you should be doing. Do something that you know you should be doing, because the perfect workout does not exist. It's whatever is going to work, that's going to make you feel good, that's going to make you healthier, that's going to make you stronger, and that's going to make you want to do it again. I think that's something that a lot of us forget too, is because we just do things because people say what we're supposed to do them. For example, burpees. Come on. A lot of people don't like burpees. That's okay. I get it. I personally don't mind them, but ask me to do more than 10 and I'm going to pass out. So no thanks. But people do them because, oh, no, you know what? So-and-so has amazing abs and she does burpees like every other day. So I need to be doing 30 burpees a day. No, you don't. No, you don't. You want amazing abs? Okay, you know what you need to do? You need to eat in a caloric deficit. That means you need to eat less than you burn. So that way you're burning more fat and you have a good amount of energy to make sure that you are still getting a sufficient workout in. You need to make sure that the food you're eating is healthy too. We can't be living off a diet of burgers, fries, and cupcakes. Can't be doing that either. But you know what else you need to be doing? Drinking water, sleeping right, managing your stress. It's not the burpees. The burpees are not the perfect workout. If you love burpees, all props to you. That's wonderful. Again, like I said, I'm a moderate fan of burpees. I could pass on doing them every day, but if they show up every now and then in a workout, then sure, I'll do them. But it's not the burpees. It's not the perfect workout. It's what's going to work for you. Another thing too, what works for this person over here might not work for you. So yeah, you see that this girl online has wonderful abs and she is doing burpees all the time and she's constantly running on the treadmill and she's doing all these things. And you're like, oh my gosh, I just want to be like her. That means I need to also be doing the burpees and the running and this, that. Everyone's body is different. Our DNA is different. I could do the exact same thing as you. Get up at the same time, eat the exact same foods at the exact same time, then do the exact same thing after it, go for a walk the exact length that you did too, and it doesn't matter. It is going to affect me differently than it's going to affect you. That is not a positive or negative. It's just a fact. So don't do something because you want to look like someone else. Do something because you want to do it. You want to be able to come back to it and do it again, because that is where your determination is building up. A lot of you know this for a fact. Motivation is garbage. Motivation is not always there. I do not wake up every day at 6 a.m. and want to go to the gym at 6:30. No, I don't. You know what I want to do? I want to snooze my alarm, and I want to lay back in bed until about 7:30 when I absolutely have to get up, because if I don't get up, I'm going to be late to work. That's what I want to do. But do I? No. Get up. I even put my phone on the dresser far away from me because I don't want to be even anywhere near it. So that way, when it goes off, I have to get up. And now that I'm up, I'm standing. And now I have to pee because I'm standing. And I'm awake. And I go. I go to the gym. My anxiety is a little high, but I go because I'm determined. It's your determination over your motivation. Because if it was the perfect workout, that would mean you have the perfect amount of motivation and the perfect amount of determination. And every workout, you would leave feeling wonderful and happy and smiling and la 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 la, rainbows and butterflies. That's not true. You know what happens? I go, and sometimes I'm awake and I'm ready. And you know what? Instead of doing a 10-minute walk before, I'll go for a 10-minute jog. Or sometimes I'll even throw in another 10-minute jog after because I've still got some energy. Or I'll do an extra set of abs because why not? It feels amazing. Or I'm going to add that 5-pound plate on my barbell for my bench press or for my deadlift or my squat. That's what happens sometimes. You know what happens a lot of the time? I get there and I can only bear to do my 10-minute walk first. That's usually my warm up, like my, okay, I'm awake. Let me talk to myself. Let me make sure that I am that I'm here. I'm going to do it. Do I know what workout I'm going to do? Let me pull it up on my phone. Let me get myself in the right mindset. Okay, cool. We're ready. Today we're doing glutes and hamstrings. So I'm going to go over there. I'm going to get like I'm walking through it, I'm making sure I'm awake and I'm making sure I'm alert. That's important too, because if I'm not paying attention during my workout, I could get hurt and injured. And then I'm not going to want to work out again because I got hurt last time I did it. No thanks. That's like kids. When they touch the burner, they're like, that was hot. I don't want to do it again. Well, adults are the same. They have a bad experience with something. Think about like a restaurant. Your friend tells you, oh my God, we got to try the spinach and artichoke dip. And you're like, cool, I love spinach and artichoke dip. I'm down. But that restaurant has a pretty nasty spinach and artichoke dip. Are you ever going to order it again? No. So it's the same thing with the gym and working out. If you have a bad experience during a workout, maybe it was boring, you got hurt, or you just feel like you didn't break a sweat as much as you wanted to, or it was too hard and now you can't walk still 3 days later, you're probably not going to do it. And I don't blame you. You had a negative experience with it. So make sure you're alert and paying attention and making modifications to make the workouts work for you, because the perfect workout doesn't exist. I Googled the perfect workout, literally those 3 words. And there is actually, it looks like a company called The Perfect Workout. And I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about what happens when you Google that. When you Google the words, the perfect workout, there is not one workout that pops up. There is people talking about HIIT training. There's people talking about strength training. There's people talking about cardio and people talking about lifting weights, and then people talking about the amount of times you should be lifting weights and the reps you should be doing and the sets you should be doing. And none of them are talking about the same thing. Nobody has the exact same workout that they consider the quote perfect workout. So, what are you going to do with all this? You've now heard that there is no perfect workout. It's what you want every day, what you're going to get out of your workout, what you're going to come back to, what you're going to try again, what's your true and genuine motivation behind it. So now what? Let me tell you, as a certified personal trainer who has been an acting trainer for a long time, almost, wow, almost 8 years. Here is what you're going to do. First thing is I want you to try a bunch of different things. I do not want you to try one Pilates class and then be like, "Yep, I'm done. I'm only ever doing Pilates." I'm so happy you might like it, but you might also like something else. Maybe you do some laps and you find out that swimming laps in a heated pool is actually very therapeutic. Maybe you decide to then go and do a strength training class with a bunch of other people and using dumbbells, and that's so much easier for you because the gym is really intimidating. Maybe you are like me and what I did. And what I did one time was I found a workout program. I put my headphones on. It was the first time I ever went to the gym, and I did not want to go with anybody else because I was a newbie. I didn't want to be embarrassed and have people watch me and be like, she doesn't know what she's doing. So I wanted to learn it myself. So that way, when I did start to have friends who wanted to go to the gym with me, I knew what I was talking about. There is no wrong answer. Again, there is no perfect way to start. Try a bunch of different things. Try Pilates, try swimming, try a Zumba class, try a cycling class. Go by yourself and try just see what happens. What people watch, oh, it looks like he's doing some bicep curls. That might not be the best advice because sometimes I will still be going to the gym and doing my thing and I see people and I'm like, "Oh, you're going to hurt your back or you're not training your biceps, you're training your elbows." I mean, that's a little scary. So something else you could try is most gyms have one free session or two with a personal trainer. Talk to them, ask them some questions, have them show you some things. Maybe your birthday gift to yourself could be 3 months with a personal trainer and just trying it. And then after the 3 months, you're like, okay, I got this. I want to save some money. I'm going to do this by myself. Just start. Just start. Try a bunch of things and just start. That is my first tip. My second tip is to then reflect. Okay, what did I like? What was I really good at? What was I maybe not really good at, but I want to get better at it? And what do I want to keep trying? Which leads you to step number 3, which is create your plan. Now, I know some of you are thinking, well, I don't know. I mean, I'm afraid that I'm going to be doing too much and I'm afraid I am going to hurt myself or I'm afraid that I'm going to be doing not enough and then I'm going to feel like I'm wasting all this time. I get it. I was there. Honestly, this was the point where I had finally decided to pull the trigger and become a personal trainer myself. I felt like there was so much misinformation online and so many people maybe saying the same things, but saying them a little bit differently. And I just wanted to make sure I was listening to the right person. So I decided I'm going to be a certified trainer myself. I'm going to learn about all the things, the female body, which is barely ever talked about in sports nutrition and sports training. So I'm going to first learn about that. And then the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just develop a baseline of knowledge and adapt it every day because you cannot do the same thing every day. Yes, if you're the kind of person doing cardio and you want to go for a run every day, that's fine. But I really recommend you don't. I recommend you throw in some strength training too, because now you're going to strengthen your legs and you're going to add muscle to your legs. And that way, when you start to get better at running, you're going to get faster. You can go even further. Maybe you are doing gymnastics, but you are starting to feel like you could be doing more. Again, maybe throw in some Pilates so that you can get the so that you can stretch more and move your muscles in different ways that you weren't able to before. Don't do the exact same thing every day. That's kind of the bottom line. My best advice to you is balance. When it comes to creating a plan that works for you, it has to have balance. There are certain exercises and certain types of exercise that you can do every day, like walking. You can go for a walk every day. You could go for a run every day if you wanted to, but I still recommend that it looks different. I recommend in my opinion, again, this is not what works best for everybody, but in my opinion, and based on my educated opinion and the research, the best thing you can do is have a balanced plan. That is the perfect workout schedule. Whatever is going to be balanced for you. Let me give you an example. I had a client who told me she hated working out. She literally was there because she was on the verge of being type 2 diabetic. So she was like, I really want to take control of my weight. I don't want to use any of these shots that are out and about right now. And I just want to be healthy and I want to do this the right way. First of all, I was so proud of her. So, girl, if you're listening to this, I'm so proud of you. You made it into a example of my podcast. And second of all, we developed a plan together. I said, okay, let's have a balance here. Let's, of course, work on some strength training. It's, in my opinion, and what research shares, is one of the best ways that you can take care of your body, that you can support your bones and build muscle. When you build more muscle, you increase your metabolism. And when you increase your metabolism, you burn more fat, hence eating more for people like me who love food. So that's awesome. But it's not everybody loves to strength train every day. Like my friend, she was very uninterested in the gym. So she said, I'm willing to come twice, one time for upper body, one time for lower body. I said, that's great. That is perfect. If that is what you want to do, that is what you're willing to do, and what you can be determined to do, go for it. Of course, though, I recommended that we work on her cardiovascular health because that's important too. And there is no way that we should ever neglect our cardiovascular health, ever. There is so many types of cardio workouts out there that we can be doing. We have no excuse to eliminate it. So naturally, I recommend to her walking first. She's a beginner. I don't want her to feel like she has to be going for runs or doing extensive laps in the pool or going to a crazy sweaty Zumba class or like a crazy intensive cycling class. So I start with walking. And she says, "No, that's too boring. I don't want to do it. I'm going to get bored." I said, "That's fair. What are you interested in trying?" And she says, "Well, I really like to dance." Boom. She was willing to try a Zumba class. Now we've got a Zumba day in there. And so I asked her, okay, cool. You got a cardio day. You've got 2 strength training days. If you want to make it even more balanced, I recommend adding another cardio day. So we found 2 Zumba classes that she could sign up for at our gym and incorporated those into her schedule. Right there is 4 workouts, 2 strength training, 2 cardio, totally balanced. 4 out of the 7 days, and she's a beginner. That's a perfect start. If you're like, I don't know where to go. Do you have to do Zumba? No. Like I said, you can run, you can walk, you can jog, you can walk and run. Sometimes if I have a little burst of energy, I'll go for a little bit of a run. And then I'm like, I'm tired. And I start walking. You can swim, you can dance. There is so many types of cardio you can do. You can pull up a YouTube video and watch one of those 80s share workout dance videos, like aerobics classes from your bedroom. Whatever works for you. I used to do those with my mom when I was little. I loved them. So now she's set. The only thing I recommended to her was throwing in some flexibility and some stretching. Same thing. We were a member at the gym. So this is a little bit of a different story because she had access to all these classes. So we also signed her up for a gentle yoga class. Boom. Now she's not going to have the delayed onset muscle soreness. She's not going to be regretting going because she's in pain. She can stretch, she can relax, and she can lower her cortisol levels, which means that now her body is willing to do all the work that she's putting in. It's saying, hey, I'm not too stressed. I'm taking care of myself. What's our goal here? What are we trying to do? You listen to your body and your body listens to you. It's a symbiotic relationship. That was the perfect workout schedule for her. For her. Okay. Fast forward to a different client of mine. He was really working on building muscle. He said to me, Julie, I've been working out for a long time. I feel like I'm plateauing and I do not know what to do. I took him through the exact same process. I said to him, listen, what are your goals? What do you like? What are you willing to try? And let's balance it out. So we came up with a classic workout style called push pull legs. He wanted to be hitting the gym 3 days a week. And he said he felt like it wasn't enough. So I said to him, well, what have you been doing? He was doing push pull legs, rest. No cardio, no flexibility, straight up lifting. And he was wondering why he wasn't losing weight. There's no balance in there. That's a balanced plan. I mean, you're doing a push day twice, a pull day twice, and a leg day twice. So neither one of those are, hit or miss. But where's your cardiovascular health? What kind of flexibility are you working on? No wonder you can't get any lower in your squats. Your hips are tight as hell. He needed some balance. So we kept one push pull legs set. And then I threw in a full body day for him to keep working on those push pull leg muscles, but throwing that second set kind of into just one day because he needed some time for cardio. He had these super broad shoulders and he told me that he always wanted to be a swimmer. So guess what he was doing? 2 days of hard laps. Now, this guy is an athlete, so I don't want you to compare yourself to him, but 2 days of hard laps in that week. So there's our balanced strength training. There is our cardiovascular health. And I'm not going to let him forget his flexibility and his mobility. That is the stuff that helps us get up, get down, and live those everyday activities in a way that is safe and making our body move better. So guess what else he did? He did not want to do yoga at the gym. He said, I am not flexible at all. That's why I don't do it. And he wanted to just stretch. He didn't feel like doing a yoga day. He didn't feel like having a stretching day. And I totally get that. Sometimes we just want the weekends to be weekends. We want 2 solid rest days where I don't have to worry about the gym. So all I asked him to do was stretch every night for 10 minutes. This not only helps your body and like your muscles recover, but it helps calm your body down to get you ready to go to sleep. And it actually helps you stay in a deeper sleep at night. When you're resting is when you're building muscle and when your body is doing all the things. When you're working out, you're tearing your muscles apart. And then when you rest, they rebuild stronger. So he needed that. He needed good quality sleep. He needed to be stretching because his deadlifts were tight. He was not going very far down. His hip range of motions was horrible. But then he started stretching. And I really think it only took about 2 weeks of him stretching just every night before bed, doing like 3 to 5 stretches a night. And he was able to get deeper in his squat. His chest press was even able to come down into a wider range of motion so he could hit his chest muscles better. And that was what was perfect for him. I know it's hard to do that by yourself. And I want you guys to know that I am still an acting personal trainer. So if you are ever interested in talking more about working out and finding what is your perfect workout and your perfect workout plan, recognizing that every day it's not going to be the same, please DM me at Julie_goes_healthy on Instagram or at the Busy Life Podcast on Instagram. And I am more than happy to get you on the right path. As always, I hope you guys took so much from this episode. Personal training is one of my passions. I really debated in life whether I should be a personal trainer or a special ed teacher. And that's why I decided to do both. Because why should you have to pick just one thing that you love when you can do it all in a healthy way, which is why we have this podcast. Our life should be balanced. If we find that we're doing too much of one and not enough of the other, we get out of whack. Just like our bodies, just like working out. Everything at the end of the day has to be what's going to work for you. What do you like? And if you don't know, try a bunch of things. Talk to people who are able to help you and certified and who are knowledgeable on your questions. And I promise you, taking that first step is going to be the best way that you can take care of your body. And you will notice a difference, whatever your goal is. Remember, maybe it is to improve oh my gosh, I'm losing my words. Maybe it is to improve your brain health. Maybe it is to help manage your weight, reduce the risk of disease. Remember, we're talking about strengthening those muscles and bones, or even if it's just being able to live your everyday life and not be in pain. No more back pain, no more hip pain, no more neck pain. Whatever it is, you deserve it. And you deserve to live the life you want to live. And I'm here to support you, fully here to support you. My DMs are always open, they are always a safe place. And I'm so excited for you to start this journey if you haven't already, or to restart it if you feel like you're stuck and you don't know what to do because you're not seeing what you want to see. Whether it's workout related, food related, stress related, I got you. Thank you guys so much for listening to this episode. You mean the world to me, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.